Hey, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Face Beat Friday. Hey, today is your first time tuning in. Face Beat Friday is where I sit here and I beat my face. I do tutorials, I do reviews, I do whatever, but it is normally makeup or skincare related. If that type of content interests you, please consider sticking around by subscribing, by hitting that like button so that I can get around in this algorithm, and by sharing, because we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, which means I need y'all to share my content out. I need y'all to help me get an algorithm. I need to be push it to the limit. So let's go ahead and get into today's Face Beat Friday look. I'm so excited to introduce you all to a brand that I'm sure many of you have never heard of. This is a small black owned brand that's based out of France. If you have been over on my vlog channel, I'll leave it up here. You saw that I went to an African festival in Frankfurt, Germany not too long ago, and while I was there I was able to purchase some products from a small black owned business. The name of the business is Yekoh Cosmetics. They had a lot of different products, from eyeshadows to some liquid lipsticks, but what I will be trying today is the foundation. Now, what the founder of this business told me that its claim to fame is that it is specifically formulated for people with melanin rich skin. That's right. When you look at the shade range, it was not a huge shade range of, you know, pales and tans and all of that. This was geared towards our chocolate girlies. Okay, so I'm excited to try it. Another thing that is a claim to fame for this particular foundation is that you do not have to set it with powder. This is supposed to be a matte foundation with natural to high coverage, and it is self-setting. I'm super excited. So this is going to be the star of the show. We're going to do a wear test today. I did like it when she sampled it on my hand while I was at the festival, but it's always a difference when you put it on your face, when you layer it with other products, and when you're out and about for, you know, six hours or so. This is the star. This is what we're going to talk about. I will be back. I think I am going to do a little bit of color correcting and things up under the foundation. We'll see, but I'll be back once it's time to put the star of the show on. Okay, so I went ahead and did my eyes, my eyebrows, and my eyeshadow. Simple. If you've been over here, you know my little 3 shadow look. Super simple. There's tons of makeup videos in my Face Beat Friday playlist to check out how I do my eyeshadow. But now it's time for the start of the show. I have color number 5, Golden. I want to say it was somewhere between 7 and 9 shades. Don't quote me. I'll put it up here on the screen, and I'll put the whole website up on the screen as well, so that y'all can see what they offer. This is the packaging. Y'all know that normally I underpaint, but just so I can kind of try just a little bit with some powder, I am going to do this the traditional Instagram way or whatever, and I'll do my concealer after. All right, got a nice new brand new clean brush, and we're going to start with 2 pumps. Let me make sure I'm in the shot here. All right, so this is what 2 pumps looks like. It is definitely a thicker formula for sure. I just kind of dipped in. And I believe that this oxidizes, so I'm not going to get nervous about the color just yet. I'm going to let it fully work its way on and blend with my skin. Okay, you can see it kind of evening out a little bit, starting to do what needs to be done. And we did match this to my hand, which I don't normally do. I normally like to match towards my neck, and the only thing was I had on a full face of makeup at that time, so you know, I couldn't match it with my face. But it's not too bad. I'm gonna let it continue to, I'm gonna let it set and see what we end up with. If I have to add a little bit of bronzer or something to kind of make sure that it ends up, you know, blending, I will do that. But so far it feels good. I only did 2 pumps, didn't want a whole lot of coverage, and I'm going to be wearing this for, let me see what time it is as I apply this. It is 12:55 as I am applying. So we're gonna come back at the end of the day to see how it all went. Okay, I think that's it for foundation. I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face, let y'all see the final look, and then I'll come back for the wear test.
East Coast them, West Coast them. Say what? Here we go. Can y'all really feel me? Better East Coast them, West Coast them. Can you feel it? Dirty. Can y'all really feel me? Well, East Coast them. Say what? West Coast them,
All right, so this is the final look. Okay, so first of all, y'all tell me what you think down in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and give my first impressions. My first impression is that I don't like this color on me. I think it is just slightly maybe too golden or too light. It's something about it that is just kind of slightly giving me like a little bit more of a cast than I am used to. I think it's just like a little bit too light, and it might work. Like you see the difference between my face and my body. Like, she don't do this. Like, I like it to match. I think that if I were to have set this with my Fenty Nutmeg setting powder, which is a little bit darker, it could have possibly like evened out the tone so that it doesn't look such a stark difference between my face and then like my décolleté here. I did not want to use that setting powder because I want to see how this holds without setting powder, because this formula boosts itself as a self-setting formula. As far as how it feels really good. It feels like it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel cakey. I have a decent amount of coverage for only 2 pumps of foundation. This is like a good amount of coverage for only 2 pumps of foundation. I'll probably have to come back another time and tell y'all like how it does when I add some setting, like the darker setting powder to it, just so that I can kind of balance out the color. And this color might even be good for me during the winter time, but right now to me this is like a very stark difference, and it's like everything else about my makeup I love. It's just the shade is slightly off. I tried to give a little bit more bronzer. I definitely went a lot heavier on my bronzer so that I could possibly like balance it out. I didn't do a super light blush because I just kind of wanted to balance it out and put a little bit more richness into this shade. Y'all tell me what you think. I will be back I will be back to give like my final thoughts at the end of the day on how it wore. Like I said, right now it feels good. Like I'm not mad at it. It's just the only thing that I'm not 100% in love with is the color match. But it's on now. This is my face for today. I have a meeting to go to. We also have a hail and farewell that's going to be like inside and stuff like that. So maybe like when I'm not around like outside lighting and all this stuff, it won't look so stark. So I'll be back a little bit later to tell y'all my final thoughts on this foundation. All right, so it is the end of the day. It is almost 9 o'clock, so I've worn this for a full 8 hours. I want to come back so y'all can see how I look, how my wear test looked. We're still pretty good. It actually was not too bad to have not used any setting powder. Let's see. Don't have a whole bunch of movement. I even wore white today, as y'all can see, and I don't have like stains on my shirt, so we actually did pretty good. Of course, in my nose after 8 hours, I am definitely oily. As a matter of fact, give me a second, I'm gonna go grab a piece of tissue and we can do a quick little blot test. That's how much transfer we got. It's a decent amount of transfer, but again, I've had this on for 8 hours. I used no setting powder, nothing like that, and this is my day. Again, although I don't love the color, this is definitely more full coverage than I even expected. Honestly, moving forward, I would probably mix this with some type of serum or something, because I would kind of want to sheer it out just a little bit. It is a matte finish, and I have been kind of feeling, more like a natural radiant or soft matte. So I am going to try this foundation again, but I'm going to mix it with a little bit of serum, and then I'm going to set it with my Fenty. That way I can kind of see if it gives me a better color match. That'll have to be another Face Beat Friday, so y'all just stay tuned for that. Thank y'all again so much for tuning in to another Face Beat Friday, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Go ahead and visit my website, www.bssu.com, if you want to learn more about all that's happening over here at Bespoke Styling. From our custom wigs to our custom merch, you do not want to miss it, or grab your free gift. Also, please don't forget to join my Go Without Glue course, where I teach women suffering from alopecia how to choose, install, and maintain their wigs without glue and with ease. To everyone else, don't forget to follow me on all socials, links in the D box. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.